and welcome to the session on the international requirement within the College of Health and Human Services at San Diego State University. This session will discuss what exactly is the international requirement, why is it part of the curriculum within CHHS, and what are different ways that students can satisfy the requirement while at SDSU. So about a decade ago, the College of Health and Human Services implemented the international requirement for all of its undergraduate students. Experiences must be at least 2 weeks long with a few exceptions. Students must earn academic credit and travel outside of the U.S. Given the pandemic, we've made some modifications, and this is not necessarily required as there are virtual options as well. If students have medical, legal, or religious barriers that prevent them from leaving the country, we can also absolutely work with them to find some alternative options. The international requirement was established in an effort to help students build cultural competency and supplement their academics outside the classroom with real-world examples. In a more and more globally connected world, understanding other perspectives and cultures is absolutely vital, and employers look really highly on international experiences when hiring new employees. So the international requirement gives our CHHS graduates an extra boost when they're applying for jobs. Study abroad has long been considered really a life-changing experience that benefits students academically, professionally, and personally. It allows students to expand their professional network and connect with professionals around the world while also improving their resumes. Frequently, students will return and have new interests and passions, will have experienced new things and be more confident in being outside of their comfort zone. They will feel like they grew as a person. And it really is great because it exposes students to the different education systems abroad, different societal infrastructures, the way that healthcare systems are set up, how social services are provided, and different personal lifestyles. And it facilitates a deeper respect and understanding of differing perspectives and new cultures. So there are a lot of different ways that students can fulfill this requirement, and SDSU approves a variety of different international experience options for students to select, varying in length, structure, and academic focus. Some of the popular options for CHHS students are the department-led 9-day program HHS 350 that focuses on international health and human services. There are also a lot of short-term internships and volunteer work that looks great on your resume and allows students to work within their major field. And there are many short-term faculty-led programs as well that focus on specific topics or themes that students can choose from. So no matter what a student's interest is, we can find a great international experience for them. There are a couple different offices and a number of advisors that are involved with international education. So in addition to the International Programs Coordinator, myself, in the College of Health and Human Services, there's also a Global Education Office that's central to all SDSU students. They do a lot with study abroad info sessions. They hold study abroad fairs each semester. They have walk-in advising. They do a lot of different programming in supplement to what we do within the college. So I had mentioned that there is a very popular course, HHS 350. It's a 9-day summer or winter session international experience around the world. And it allows students to visit organizations and hear from healthcare professionals and human service professionals in the host country that they're visiting. Then upon return, students will enroll in an online course called HHS 350, and the course facilitates student reflection on their international experience and connects it to global health and what they're learning at SDSU in their other classes. The course also fulfills three graduation requirements. So, in addition to the international requirement, it fulfills two GE. So, it's really popular. Students can also choose to do an independent either volunteer program or internship program and then also enroll in this course and get the three graduation requirements covered. So these programs, if you choose to do an international internship or volunteer program, need to be at least 2 weeks long, and the projects must be related to health and human services. And there are tons of options out there that I can help find for students. Students who are interested in focusing on specific projects such as food outreach or speech therapy have an option to do programs focused specifically on their major by doing this. And going on an independent program just gives students more flexibility in program dates and locations, while the HHS 350 programs usually only run 3 to 4 programs in the summer and 3 to 4 programs in the winter with very specific dates that do not change. In addition to HHS 350, SDSU offers a wide variety of short-term programs during the summer break, winter break, and even spring break. So faculty members design and lead these short-term programs based on different themes from sciences, history, language learning, and more. CHHS is really lucky. We have some wonderful faculty members who bring students around the world and have been doing so for years. So some of the courses you will see will learn about global health, nursing, social work, sports sciences, nutrition, and culture across other countries. So these trips include lectures from healthcare professionals, visits to healthcare organizations, clinics, rehabilitation centers, and universities to give students these hands-on experiences and real-world examples of what they've been learning in class. And then they'll also get to engage with locals in the country that they are visiting. So this SDSU India video is a very popular program that is done through our public health department, and it looks at environmental health, sustainability, and culture in India. And this is just a short video of what the experience was this past January 2020, or in January 2020. I'm gonna play this. If one of the programs that SDSU runs doesn't seem like it's the right fit for you, don't worry, because students have the option of choosing from a myriad independent programs as well. This means the program is run through an organization, company, or university other than San Diego State. Independent programs range from 2 weeks to even an entire academic year. Students can choose to enroll directly in a foreign university, do an exchange program through SDSU, or go through one of several approved study abroad providers. A study abroad provider is a company that runs and facilitates programs for college students abroad. Studying, volunteering, intern, research, and even virtual programs now. There are so many choices for you. So, because of the pandemic, international education looks a little bit different than what you might think of when you think of international education. A lot of virtual opportunities have been created in order to continue international education without having to travel outside of the US. So students can choose to do a full semester abroad through one of SDSU's partner institutions, and they'll be taking classes virtually and also having cultural experiences. Students can also do shorter term options that might be based on project work with students from other countries. There are also internship and volunteering opportunities, and these offer a great opportunity for students that maybe can't leave the country for other reasons, religious reasons, or medical reasons, or legal reasons after the pandemic. So virtual options are a great addition to our study abroad portfolio. We're going to hear from a student, Beatrice, who is in the School of Nursing and did a psychology internship based in Valencia, Spain, virtually through one of our very popular program providers, Intern HQ.
I don't know if there's a good way for me to position my phone to record this, But hi, my name is Beatrice. I'm a third year. I'm majoring in nursing and minoring in counseling and social change, and I know I can't be at the panel live, but Julie sent me questions, so I shall now answer them and just send her this video. So first question is, what program did you participate in, where was it, and why did you choose it? The program I did was Intern Abroad HQ's remote psychology internship that is based in Spain. So the program I did was working with a Spain-based mental health self-care app for 100 hours part-time over a span of 5 weeks. I picked this internship because I care about mental health. It resonates with me. It's very close to my heart. It's Spain-based, and Spanish is a language that I've picked up over time, and it's something I want to continue enhancing my literacy of. And the biggest thing is it is remote. My internship was remote, which means it's all done through online, so I didn't have to travel over there. I could do it during COVID. I could do it staying in my house and be safe. My best memories from my experience were all the interactions that I had, from the video conferencing to the messaging and the emails. But did my international experience change my perspective? My job during my internship was translating audio scripts, texts, tools, and programs for their app using minor HTML code, which that part really isn't relevant, but translating into English. Our country is considered the standard that they want to project everywhere. In what ways did my experience help me with my future career? Well, it helped me with communication because there's a 9-hour time difference between here and Valencia, Spain. It helped me be consistent. It helped me learn independent responsibility. I also learned more about self-care apps and how therapeutic communication is structured, because that's very important when you're interacting with clients, patients, other people in general. But the point I'm going to stress to you is this. Do not let your international experience be limited to a graduation requirement. This is a point of continuous growth.
So as you start to plan your international experience, be sure to keep in mind the required length, the need for academic credit, and confirm there will be international travel or that it's a virtual option that will have you interacting with international communities or international individuals. Which graduation requirements are you hoping to fulfill? It is a good idea to work with your academic advisor and the international programs coordinator to ensure you can earn the credits you hope to and plan when it makes the most sense to complete your international experience to stay on track for graduation. If you would like to study abroad for a semester, there are specific semesters that work better depending on each individual major. A popular question is about the cost. When considering the finances of studying abroad, we encourage all students to apply to as many scholarships as possible, and there are a lot of options for scholarships. Planning ahead is another great way to start saving early, and look at what is included in various programs and which ones have financial aid. There are affordable cross-border courses also taught at SDSU through the Latin American Studies Department, and fully funded program options through some organizations as well. So students will be able to find different opportunities and different funding to help them make those opportunities a reality. We also encourage students to connect with their communities or start a GoFundMe for extra financial support. Check out the scholarship and funding pages on the SDSU Study Abroad website to get started. There will be a list of all the different scholarships. We have a Aztec scholarship database at SDSU that connects you to all different scholarships that you're eligible for, and that's also very helpful. SDSU has also vetted a number of the program providers. All of the programs that we approve are all fully vetted. And we want to make sure that students are safe during their international experience. It's the utmost importance. Safety is the number one priority for CHHS and SDSU. All students are required to complete pre-departure modules, quizzes, and mandatory meetings before departing for their program, so they're prepared before they leave, and they know about the culture that they're going into. They know about different ways to stay safe on public transportation. They know the different emergency numbers and things like that. While in the host country, students will also have local staff to support them, and all SDSU run programs have SDSU faculty or staff that accompany the students. So, given that it is a pandemic, we are constantly monitoring the current landscape of where programs are held to keep students safe. We do this also before the pandemic. We would make sure that there wasn't any civil unrest or anything that would put our students into danger. As we continue to wade through the COVID-19 pandemic and find this new normal, we have made adjustments to the international requirement for student safety purposes. For specific students whose graduation is approaching quickly and who have not completed their international requirement, they are given a list of courses that address cross-cultural learning outcomes, and they're able to take this course rather than travel internationally. Students are also able to do virtual experiences in order to fulfill their international requirement. We're going to continue to monitor the situation, make sure everything is safe, follow CDC and the U.S. State Department travel alerts to make sure that we are only sending students abroad when it is safe to do so. To help you prepare for your international experience, remember that in order to travel outside of the U.S., you will need a valid passport. Give yourself enough time to apply because sometimes it can take even 6 to 8 weeks to receive a new passport. Each semester, SDSU has 2 study abroad fairs. Each semester, SDSU has 1 study abroad fair, 1 each semester. 1 in the fall semester, 1 in the spring. This past fall, we had our study abroad fair virtually, which allowed students to be in their living rooms or wherever they were taking their classes and zoom into any session they wanted. Also, be sure to try not to procrastinate because your semesters are going to go by really quickly, and researching and planning early is really important. If you can, I would say try to complete the requirement earlier than the last semester or the last year at SDSU. It will take a little bit of stress off of you as well. There are two very important websites that are helpful in sharing information about the CHHS international requirement and the different programs available. One is the Aztecs Abroad database. This is SDSU wide, and it's just sdsu.edu/Aztecs Abroad, and it has every single approved SDSU study abroad program in there. So students can look and see what different majors are offered, how long programs are, if it's a semester or if it's a winter session program. It has descriptions. It has the likelihood of being accepted. Some programs are much more competitive than others, so it's a great resource. And the second one is the CHHS specific international website, which is listed right here. And this is focused on the CHHS students and different programs that are available and targeted at them. Choosing a program can be really difficult just because there are so many programs available at SDSU. So I encourage you to consider what is most important and what you hope to get out of your experience. If you're hoping to connect with your local host community and give back through volunteering, you might want to do a volunteering program. Are you hoping to gain new knowledge in your field of study? You might want to do a short-term theme, topic, or major focused program that will be exactly what you're looking for. Maybe you want to practice a second language. And whatever that is, take the time to research and think about what you hope to gain from your international experience. And remember, you can utilize your advisors and the international program advisor specifically to help make your decision. For more information, or if you would like to contact me with questions, I have listed here the different social media and website and email of the CHHS International Coordinator. We have an Instagram account and a YouTube account that has some videos on it. Please feel free to contact me with any questions, and I hope to see you soon and